Hey guys, Script Trooper here with another video, and this one's really different. I'm kind of... I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even know what to say. So, occasionally I'll swing over to, say, Mr. Grizzy or one of those people, what are they called? Gatekeepers Alliance now. They're starting to form this thing. And there's like Knights of Melvin and all these guys, and they'll say they've been using this strange term. I'm not gonna say it, but you can see it. It's pretty clear what it is, and you can see the other one, the QQ one, if you can read. And I was like, "What is this? Are these guys like? Is this just like a one-off stupid joke, or is this something that these guys are into, or like why would they view things this way?" And so then I was like, okay, I'll look around a bit and see if there's more of this stupid stuff. And it turns out there's a whole like group of, I guess, those guys, the QQs or the BBs, and they're like, they do a lot of posting of this type of posting. And I was kind of like, how deep does this go? So I went as far as I was willing to go. And then I wanted to also talk about how it relates to the actual, to Star Wars and the where the fandom is and who Disney's trying to appeal to. And it seems as though these types of people are, and I don't mean, what they do in their spare time. I mean, the way they see the show and the kind of weird way they see Star Wars is these are the type of people it appears that Disney Star Wars is trying to appeal to, and sort of, and as we know with certain shows like The Acolyte and stuff, and sort of veering away from the traditional sort of family values, family movies that they've always been known for, and that Star Wars was known for. I mean, Revenge of the Sith is dark, but I mean, it didn't feature any kind of like non-family stuff, traditional family stuff. And even in Skeleton Crew, you do have the one couple of the one girl's two moms or whatever, and it's like, what are you guys doing this for? Like, who's this for? So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys a bunch of these tweets, and it's pretty weird. So here's another one from this guy. My man Brutus absolutely ate up his small screen time across the episodes. I hope BBs gain new members now. You're like, at first you're thinking like, is he trying to be funny? But it just keeps going and going and going. It's like, dude, why would that be what you're thinking about when you're watching this clearly geared towards kids show called Skeleton Crew? And some of these guys, I went through a bunch of their comment sections and stuff, and some of them will be like, well, you guys did that with Leia, you sexualized Leia or whatever. And it's like, well, I guess to an extent, but this is a guy in a wolf suit. It's just kind of weird. And I don't remember anyone making up weird names like the BBs or anything like that when it came to Leia. It was just like, oh yeah, she's attractive. She's hot. Slave Leia, that's hot. Like, this is just taking it to a different, really weird place. A hit tweet for the BBs. We never lose. I'm glad that Skeleton Crew is finally bringing some appeal back to Star Wars. Like, that's what's going through your brain when you're watching this show and this character? Remember I said in my previous videos, I said, never should have made this character an actual character. It was fun that he was the stupid wolf man. It's fun that he was in the background. I didn't even mind that they threw him in The Last Jedi, even though it was kind of a lazy, kind of like, oh, look at us, it's remember Wolfman? But see, this is what happens when people don't listen to me. He never should have been made into an actual character, because then you get this. So, We're so weird. Brutus needs his topless, hugely muscled reveal moment so he can fully contend with Quimir for Sexiest Man in Star Wars 2024. Yeah, like that's like it's correct. It's the same thing with Quimir, right? That whole scene, and of course she has to take a couple glances down at him. Like, that is not Star Warsy at all. That's like some sort of weird other thing, and it's appealing to these. I guess this is who they want. This is the new class of fan, and they're just really into this stuff. And it's like, I get it. There's always been parodies and things that have gone on with Star Wars, like off to the side, but they're kind of viewing actual Star Wars as a parody. And honestly, this is what Disney gets. This is what they get. This is the fans that are their main fans now. Well, this is what you did. You appealed to people that are constantly thinking about that type of stuff all the time, to the point where even a kid's Star Wars show that's supposed to be like the Goonies, that's what they're thinking about. Like, I can't believe it keeps going, guys. So I also want to point out that the BB initial tweet was on the 2nd of December. And then on the 7th of December, he tweets, "Huge thank you to Star Wars for the Skeleton Crew merch. Very excited for the rest of the show. Now I just need somewhere to put this huge flag." I did a video about this, that, Jacob, the mega shill or whatever he got, he finally broke the glass ceiling and got his merch from Disney. It was the same little package. Just a cheap, crappy package, whatever. It's just cheap crap. But now the question becomes, I went back a ways, and this guy does do a lot of this type of tweeting, even prior to Skeleton Crew. And I'm like, why is Star Wars, like, the guy's only got, like, whatever, 1,000 or 1,500 followers on Twitter. Why is Star Wars, sending merch to people like that? And then you're like, okay, well, the BB tweet, the initial one was on the 2nd, so maybe they had already sent it out, right? And, got there 5 days later, and maybe they didn't really take a good look into the guy's account, and so they made a mistake. So you're like, okay, well, that's a possibility. However, then there's this. And this is 2 days later, so now this official Star Wars account could very easily go and check and see what type of stuff this guy's tweeting. And again, it's a little weird. I don't know. Like, based on his previous tweets, like, what is he really saying here? And you're kind of like, okay, even if you viewed this one as just this pure innocent thing, and he's not using any kind of innuendo or anything like that, you do know that he's done these previous tweets now, and then Star Wars still responds to him. So obviously they have no problem with all those other tweets. And it's like, again, you're just moving so far away from what you initially were, and you're just turning it into something completely different. And this goes to a lot of, when Kathleen Kennedy took over, it was all about, the Force is female, and we're going to try and turn this brand from a boy brand into a girl brand. And again, when I say that, doesn't mean no girls ever liked it. It just means predominantly it was a boy band. A boy brand, I should say, a boy band. It's becoming a boy band. But they're now going even to whatever. Like, anything other than what it originally was meant to be, we support. We support anything that isn't sort of the normal guy or regular nuclear family or anything that's different, right? That's what they're trying to appeal to. And it's not working financially, it's not working popularity wise, but it's also, I don't think it's healthy. I think it's just kind of weird to be supporting this guy with some of his very, very, very weird tweets, particularly when we're talking about, again, this is a very kid-centric show. So what are they doing? And then there's this one, and I'm not even going to really say a whole lot, but the guy, Ethan, set this up to look a certain way. And it's just, I mean, there's this like whole group of them. There's a whole big group of these people that are like, you can't, like, you turned that into something, did you? You couldn't see that without thinking about, right? I'm not going to read what's being said there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. It's very strange. And what is hot about, like, what, like, what's going on? What is going on? What is happening? But again, Disney, you did this. You've drawn in all these people that like just are into it for just really the wrong, weird reasons. Like, bruh. Like, really? That's like, really? Okay. Yeah, just looking for it everywhere and anywhere he can find it, I guess. It's just, what is going on? And being that this just came out the other day that Sigourney Weaver's going to be in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Like, what? What is going on? That's what you're thinking about? So, I mean, how far has Star Wars plummeted, really? I mean, it's reached this point now where it's just the traditional fans, the ones that have been supporting this IP for decades, are exiting the building, and most of them are not being replaced, and the ones that are being replaced seem to be being replaced by people who are a lot less interested in Star Wars as Star Wars and a lot more interested in Star Wars in terms of what they can fantasize about it. And it's really weird. And again, this is what Disney did with their decision making and alienating the old fans and putting all sorts of modern Earth social stuff into their shows. It's backfiring, but I don't think they care. I think this is who they want. Is there people they send, merch to, and it's absolutely bizarre. I don't understand. I mean, I don't care if people want to think like this, but it's not just a few people. I know I only showed a few people, but there's a huge group of them. And even in a kid's show, they can't get their mind out of the gutter. And I don't understand why Disney would be responding to comments from these people or sending them merch or any of those things other than to say, this is who they're after. This is the people they want. I guess they don't want fans that actually like analyze the story and the lore and stuff, because then those fans complain. They want people that just look at it as like some superficial weird thing, so then they can just do whatever they want. I guess that's what they're aiming for. But I mean, the ratings say what they say. No one's watching anymore except for people like this. So I mean, if that's what they want, I guess that's what they're going to get. Oh, wow. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you like this content, please like, subscribe. Always helps the channel. Feel free to check everything else on my channel, and have yourselves a really good day.